What's up, dude? This is Soul. This is a look at Shaman talents. They're kind of like paladins. You know, they use shields. I'm gonna do my best to try to understand everything that's going on with the Shaman class, from the talents to whatever the heck else we can figure out. Currently, the PTR is, the alpha is not up, and so I don't have like great references to work with. Like I don't know what the base abilities are. I don't believe there was a blog post for this, so we're just gonna do our best to try and understand. With my limited knowledge, I'll do my best. If you want to run along with me, and otherwise you can check out this tree here over at the Wowhead site. And I guess we'll start off by looking at the class part of the Shaman tree. Many paths. This is less of a tree and just more like a big rectangular it's a rectangular tree. It is very, I mean, there's so much going on with them, so I'm surprised to see, like, wow, 4 starting points. Now, as elemental, we're starting with Ellie. We get some freebies. We get Lava Burst as a freebie, very typical. We can choose between Chain Heal, and those things will get us Earth Ellie at the very top there. There's also, now this is a weird one. We get a defensive cooldown at the top of the tree, which is kind of interesting. Astral Shift is at the top of the tree, and then Chain Lightning, of course, good old Chain Lightning. So the guess is like resto-y stuff, Ellie's, fire stuff, electric-y stuff, and then somewhere in here is like physical damage. Kind of crazy. But let's just pretend that we're an Ellie Shaman. We'll pretend for right now. We'll keep this point. We'll go for Chain Lightning, which is also a freebie for Ellie, I should add. Both of these are... Wait, Maelstrom Weapon? Huh. So Maelstrom Weapon... Now, it is an Ellie thing. So I have no business picking this up. But it's kind of interesting that Maelstrom Weapon is a straight talent that all of us can pick up regardless of spec. Boop. No, not really. I'm not going to pick that up because that's Flurry. That's other stuff. But I'm going to hold on to Frost Shock because that's a big deal. On the second roll, we get to choose some stuff. So I think I'll pick up... I don't really want Chain Heal because that gives me Earth Shield, which isn't a big deal. But I'll take up Earth Ellie for sure. I'll take the Interrupt. Or actually, let's try not taking the Interrupt and see what happens. Let's see how far I get without it. Excuse me. Here we get either Plains Traveler or Astral Bulwark, which isn't like super important. So maybe I'll skip this. Reduces the cooldown of Astral Shift, whatever. And that's if I did want to take this. So since that's a freebie, I think I'll just... Yeah, I think I won't even bother with this. Although we can possibly do like a sort of tanky thing if I wanted to use this as a defensive cooldown, I suppose, but that's on a 2-minute, and that's not very good. What's this one right here? Thunder's Pause, Ghost Wolf removes snares. That's kind of neat. And then an upgrade to Spirit Wolf. It's not like... So I'm guessing that Spirit Wolf is going to be just something that you learn no matter what. It's not going to be here on the talent tree. While transformed into a Ghost Wolf, you gain 5%. Yeah, okay, so we're familiar with those two things. And based on this, I'm not really interested in any of these things right here. So I'm going to skip that. And we'll go and I'll try to avoid this interrupt for as long as I can. But I only spent like a couple points so far. So Fire and Ice increases all fire and frost damage. Cool. I'm pretending to be Ellie right now. Spirit Walker's Grace lets you move around while casting for a little bit. Sure, why not? Ancestral Defense increases Leech and Avoidance. Sure. Tremor Totem is nice for the crowd control. Guardian's Cudgel. When Cap Totem phase is destroyed, another Cap Totem. That one's nice, but we're definitely not going down this path right now. Although it's kind of nice to see that we've seen a lot of crowd control stuff here. Cap Totem, defensive stuff, anti-snare. So this is kind of PvP. It feels like PvP down the middle here. We got Hex. I guess we'll just pick that up. Don't really need that. Focused Insight. Casting Flame Shot reduces the mana cost of your next heal and increases its effectiveness. So that's just healy stuff, so I don't really care. I have 7 points. Fine, Wind Shear. You win. let's keep going down the tree. Spirit Walker's Aegis. When you cast Grace, you become immune to silence and other stuff. Boring. Or Graceful Spirit reduces the cooldown of Grace by 60 seconds and increases your... So the cooldown is normally 2 minutes. It turns into a 1 minute. Sure. Let's pick up Graceful Spirit. I can get Earth Grab or Wind Rush. Wind Rush is so dope. I like Wind Rush Totem. Saves my group a bunch of times. Choose one. Greater Purge. So... Greater Purge will purge enemies and removes 2 things. Purge has no cooldown, but it removes 1 thing. So very situational if you went down this route. Again, feels like a PvP sort of thing. So Greater Purge sounds like it'll be like possibly like really cool for like PvP stuff and limited PvE with limited PvE applications. Okay, here we have more choice. Lots of choice nodes here, guys. In field, when Hex ends, the target is slowed by 70%, or reduce the cooldown of it by 10 seconds, which is kind of significant. It has a 30-second cooldown, so that's not bad. Yeah, not bad. Or increase the crit strike chance of your nature spells by 2%. I want Pain, absolutely. While Reincarnation is off cooldown, your max health is increased by 10%. While you're at full health, it cools down 75% faster. Interesting. Huh. I am not familiar with this. Chat might need to correct me on that. So it cools down faster. That's good. Does that work in combat? Only outside of combat? Like, are we finally going to get Ankh to not have such a crap cooldown on it? Even worse is if you're doing progression, you're doing a fight, Shaman goes down, you know it's gonna be a wipe. Shaman gets back up, doesn't say anything. I'm like, dude, what happened? Oh, dude, I thought you wanted me to get back up. I didn't say anything. Anyway, so I'll pick that up because that's a neat thing to have. A solo, group, whatever. Winds of Valkyrie, increased movement speed. Bonus of Ghost Wolf by 5%, which is bleh. When you have 3 or more totems active, your movement speed is increased by 7%. Oh, okay. So I guess that is independent of Ghost Wolf. All right. I'm not sure if I want to put points into that yet, but Nature's Guardian, when your health is brought below 35%, you get a heal. I don't know if I want to spend 2 points on that though. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Unless I want Totemic Projection, which I'm sure is good in some cases, but I don't want it. Let's see what else is here. Elemental Warden reduces all damage taken by 3%. Reduces the cooldown of your totems by 2 seconds. See, this is where my proficiency hits its limit. I'm like, okay, do I really care about the cooldown of my totems being reduced by 2 whole seconds? Wow. Not too big of a... I'll take the damage reduction. Healing Stream Totem. Great for not everybody, but it's a nice freebie. A nice freebie totem. Something that I really like. Something that I really like using though. Do we actually get to drop totems again? Yeah, this is kind of weird, huh? Because the totems, usually they've been cooldowns. And so maybe they're shorter cooldowns. And now it's reduced by 4 seconds, which doesn't seem like much, but oh well. Well, we'll see how many points I can still put stuff into. I think I still have, 4 more points, I think? So increase the damage up by lightning bolt by 10%. I guess I'll pick that up. Totemic Projection, it relocates your active totems. Okay. Yeah, the way it seems like we can drop them again, but it's not like I'm not seeing no Searing Flame totem here, but we'll have to look at the Ellie tree. Maybe it's there. And we'll find out. Right now we're just looking at the general class tree. So we'll leave that there for now. Gust of Wind to push forward or Spirit Walk. Can I get... No, I would need to get points in there, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, so I'll take Guardian. No, I don't want Guardian. I want something else. Anything else? Well, we'll be looking at the rest of these things anyway. Yeah, relocate your totems. That one's kind of cool. Yeah, so maybe we will have like kind of a home base again, or move forward. Okay, let's go to the let's choose some stuff, I guess. Sure, and okay, so I'll leave that there for now. All right, swirling currents. All right, using healing stream totem increases the next increases the healing of your Healy things, and just Healy, so not a big deal. Nature swiftness. Psh, I'm just gonna click it immediately. Thunderstorm, also really cool. Remember the days when this restored mana? I remember those days. I'll hold off on that one for now. Totemic Focus increases the radius of your totem's effects, increases the duration of Earthbind and Earth Grab, also the duration of Healing Stream, Mana Spring, Tremor, Poison Cleansing, Ancestral Protection, Earthen Wall, and Wind Rush for totem by a number of seconds. Poison Cleansing? I don't remember that. But how many points can I get? So like up to 10 seconds, more powerful totems, certain things last a little bit longer. Oh, Wind Rush is even longer. That might be helpful actually. Surging Shields increases the damage dealt by Lightning Shield by 50%, causes it to generate an additional 2 Maelstrom when triggered. Wait, why do I want... That's right, they use Maelstrom too, don't they? Huh. But then Maelstrom Open is here. So what does that have to do with it? See, that's what I get for not really remembering what Ellie is all about. Go with the flow. Reduces the cooldown of Spirit Walk by 7 to... Let's see, I'm just going to put points there. To... It doesn't update. The tooltip doesn't update. No. Okay, they do use Maelstrom as well. Okay. But then there's no need to get Maelstrom Weapon. Because this definitely explicitly says when you deal damage with a melee weapon. So not a big deal there. So I guess I would get Surging Shields. Or I would want to get something like this. But I only have 5 more points. But let's take a look at what is available though. Yeah, that's right. They would use it for like Earth Shotgun. That's like the big nuke. Alright, so here's Mana Spring Totem. 45-second cooldown. Summons a totem that restores whoa. Summons a totem at your feet for 15 seconds that restores manzas to party members within 30 yards when you cast Lava Burst. A buffy totem. Okay. If you're Resto, yeah, all of these, they're a mana battery. Huh. But it's again for party members. That's kind of neat. Lava Burst or Riptide. Yeah. And then Enhancement as well. So Mana Spring is going to be like and it's only a 45-second cooldown. So that's going to be pretty tremendous. We're seeing all sorts of unique raid buffs. I feel like what Blizzard is doing in this case is, you know how they were saying, oh man, we need all these required raid buffs and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, you know what, guys? Screw you. We're going to give you guys so many different kinds of raid buffs that you guys will just have to figure it out. That you guys will just have to make with what is due. And you guys have to make hard decisions, and except for Mythic Raiders, because the Mythic Raiders, they're going to find a way, they're going to have everything. But they can't have everything because in this case, this is it's a mana restoration thing. It's definitely something for healers. But what if you happen to be, what if you're a shaman and your enhancement and your melee dudes are like, hey dude, we want you to buff our melee attacks. And you're like, yeah, but the healers need the mana and all that. So there's like choices to make. Ooh, they're not going to be fun choices. See, this is why I'm glad that I run my guild the way that I do, because I'll just be like, screw it, just do what you guys want. We'll figure it out. Or even better, they'll just tell me, hey dude, what should I do? I'm like, oh, thank you for making my job easier. Anyway, let's take a look at stuff. Enough commentary here. Lightning Lasso. Grips the target in lightning, it stuns them, it does nature damage. It's a channel? Can move while channeling. Okay, so 5 seconds. Okay, and then... Or you can choose Thundershock. Thunderstorm knocks enemies up instead of away, and its cooldown is reduced by 5 seconds. Okay, the cooldown reduction is kind of nice. 25 second cooldown, and it turns into what's basically a stun because they're knocked into the air, but I'd rather knock them away, or preferably off of a platform. So that'd be cool. Poison Cleansing Totem is here as well. Summon a totem at the target location that removes one poison effect from a nearby party or raid. Okay, maybe I think this has been a thing, right? I feel like this has been a thing. Oh well. Call of the Elements resets the cooldown of your most recently used totem, with the base cooldown shorter than 3 minutes. Okay, that's going to be a... I feel, yeah. Oh god, this tree is so big. Let's look at the bottom thing. Ancestral Guidance for the next 10 seconds, 25% of your damage and healing is converted. Okay, so I'm familiar with that one, kind of. Here we have either... Oh, what a weird bottom row. Tranquil Air is, yeah, the bottom there. Or Stone Skin. I mean, that's not bad. 30-second cooldown, 10% damage reduction, party members only, for Stone Skin. Tranquil Air, not nearly as cool. PvP, if anything. Yeah, kind of a weird thing to have at the bottom there. And then finally we have 2 more things. Creation Core, Call of the Elements, effects, an additional totem, Call of the Elements, which is, by the way, it resets the cooldown of your most recently used totem with a base cooldown shorter than 3 minutes, so you get 2 totems off cooldown. So it's like, hey dude, there's a fear coming, boom, Tremor Totem. Oh dude, there's another fear coming, boom, Tremor Totem. Oh. Or improve Call of the Elements, reduce the cooldown of Call of the Elements by 60 seconds. Okay, so, alright. Interesting set of... I mean, it takes you all over the place. Between the DPS, the melee, and the caster specs. Huge variety here. I didn't do a great job of like really choosing builds or looking into that. I'm just kind of, taking a look at the abilities for right now, and there's some cool stuff. So people are pointing out that Lightning Lasso, which is down here, this is a PvP talent normally. Which is interesting because there are PvP talents that are in Dragonflight. Now, is this a smart move to make though? Grips a target in lightning, stunning and dealing quite a bit of damage over 5 seconds. But that's 5 seconds. So is that worth it really? Or do you wanna have, other abilities available to use? Oh well. Folks are saying it's fun. I will believe you. Let's take a look at the elemental tree now and see what is good. Is Syrian Totem back? Because I haven't seen any mention of it here in the class tree. Let's see if it's here in the spec tree. Okay, so Earthshock, duh. Earthquake, I want that. Elemental Fury, your damaging strikes deal, I want that. Fire Ellie, I also want that. Now we start making choices. Okay, so Inundate, your successful purge, or the helpful things. You get 8 Maelstrom, boring, but probably very cool. Ancestral Wolf Affinity, Cleanse Spirit, Wind Shear Purge, and Totem Cast no longer cancel Ghost Wolf. Oh, that's a very PvP. That feels like a very PvP thing. Or your Healing Crit Strikes heal for 250% healing instead of the usual 200. So, yeah, very PvP there. Or Primordial Bond. While you have an elemental active, your damage taken is reduced. Or Refreshing Waters. Your Healing Surge is 25% more effective on yourself. Nah, it's okay. So what am I missing out on? Because I wasn't very enthused over anything in this row. Call of Thunder increases the damage of your lightning bolt and chain lightning and storm elemental by 15%. I like lightning, so for now, let's go ahead and just choose whatever. I'll pick that. This one is Master of the Elements. Casting Lava Burst increases the damage or healing of your next thing by 10%. I mean, that's good. That's easy damage, and that opens up like those possibilities there. Or Lava Surge. Flame shock damage over time has a chance to reset the remaining cooldown. Okay, that one's good. Oh, this is one thing. It's not a choice. Your flame shock damage has a... these are both good. But I'm just looking at the elemental thing. Your flame shock damage over time has a 10% chance to reset the remaining cooldown on Lava Burst. Okay, I want that too. Fuck. So, yeah, I guess I'm just avoiding the middle. And we're good, right? Yeah, we're good. Now, what am I missing out by not getting this this middle stuff? So I'm losing a little bit of damage there. Increases your maximum maelstrom by 50. Fuck. I think that's good. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think... Lava Burst has an additional charge. That one feels easy. Lightning Bolt generates 2 additional maelstrom. Maybe. We'll see about that. Or Ice Fury hurls... I don't like Ice Fury. I kind of remember this one. Yeah, I didn't like having an additional thing. An additional cast to use. I'm going to try to hold off on that. So... let's go with High Voltage. And then here we got Stormkeeper. Okay, this one I remember. This is the one where it's like... You're just going brah, brah, lightning stuff. So I want to keep that one. And can I go... yeah, I'll get a point there. Flash Lightning. Cast in Lightning Bolt or Chain Lightning reduces the cooldown of your nature spells by a second. Of my nature spells. Well, isn't Stormkeeper technically a nature spell? I have a feeling it's not. But I'll pretend it does. Hi to everyone, by the way. We're just kind of going through talents real quick. This is going to be a short stream, I hope. We're just going to be going through and checking stuff out here. Alright, the Storm reduces the Maelstrom cost of Earthquake and Elemental Blast by 15. Yeah, reduces costs, which is... okay, 1, 2... okay, that tooltip's not updating there. I guess it's either maybe double that? Can't tell. Power of the Maelstrom. Casting Love Burst has a 5% chance to cause your next 2 things to overload an additional time. Damn! Oh wait, Earthshock and Earthquake have a 25% chance to refund all Maelstrom. Okay, that's good. I want that. So that means I can get these 2. Yes! So very naturey here. And very fire over on this side, I'm guessing. Because here you go. Flame Shock's damage over time effect now occurs more quickly. Improved Flame Tongue weapon. Imbuing your weapon with Flame Tongue increases your fire damage by yada yada yada. But they work... now, if I recall correctly, Ellie uses both. Like, hand in hand. No, so you are going to be casting both, both types of spells anyway. So how are you splitting this up? Because mathematically, if we find out, oh, the fire spells end up doing more damage, then this side of the tree isn't going to really mean much. But, that's just me theorizing there. Or are talents going to kind of let you develop that flavor? And what's this one? Okay, we saw that one. We saw that one. All right, so let's take a look at the next one. Okay, casting Lightning Bolt or Chain Lightning reduces the cooldown of your nature spells by a second. We saw that. I think I wanted to hold off on it because I think I have 6 points to spend. So let's just go with it. And we'll go with that too. And okay, I already got those 2. Reduces the cooldown of Flame Shock by 1.5 seconds. Okay, that's not a big deal, right? Because Flame Shock is just something that you reapply every now and then. So let's take a look at Storm Elemental, which is way over here. This is a weird tree. Fire, 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 fire. Nature. Calls forth the dude. Let's. Oh, I gotta get this. Oh, I gotta get that too. Oh, no. 17, 18, 19, 20. Boom. Okay, so This kind of works out. So fire a single target lightning is AoE. Okay. Oh, okay. So maybe I'm leaning a bit too far towards lightning stuff. So single target, AoE, almost the same thing as Raid versus Mythic Plus. Something like that. Okay. Thank you, friends. Let's take a look at the last couple rows now. Elemental Blast. I never liked this one, but I keep being told it's good. Or you can get Windspeaker's Lava Resurgence. When you cast Earth Shock, gain Lava Surge, and increase the damage of your next lava burst by 20%. Okay, I like that. I don't want to... I'd rather change the way I press my buttons than to have an additional button to press. That's just me, though. After casting Elemental Blasts, your next Earthquake deals more damage. Okay, I'll leave that alone. Elemental Equilibrium, dealing direct fire, frost, and nature damage within 10 seconds will... Okay, so if you're weaving, you're fine. And then what's at the bottom here? Stormkeeper. Wait, again? What? But Stormkeeper's right there. Charge yourself with lightning, causes your next thing, whatever. And then here's it again. Wait, what? Okay, that doesn't seem right. Or it's just a mistake on the, maybe a mistake on the talents. I think this updated, actually. Let's take a look at this. Will the Dracthyr starting zone be playable today? Supposedly, yes. It's the effect at the bottom, you say. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Let's just make a character. That's not it. Love the late night streams. I mean, I was flying around having fun. But no. Now I'm doing this. Oh, just kidding. Oh, they're still not up. Oh, curses. Okay. So as far as it looks here, it looks like this so far just seems like a bug. I mean, because you choose either Stormkeeper or Lightning Rod. But if I already have Stormkeeper, what's the dealie? Anyway, let's look at this other one. Your Earth Shock and Earthquake casts have a 100% chance to make your target a Lightning Rod. They take 25% chance. Lightning Rods take 25% of all damage you deal. Okay. This sounds familiar too. Okay. So very much an AoE sort of thing. Very AoE sort of side of the tree. What's this thing right here? Dealing direct fire, frost, and nature damage within 10 seconds. We'll do those things that I was talking about earlier. But it's not a lot of damage, especially because it can only occur once every 30 seconds. I don't think that's that big of a deal. Primordial Wave. Hey, Eventher ability survived. I forget exactly how that works. I remember I tried to explain it like a long time ago and I failed at it. So, oh, check it. Primordial Wave has a 15% chance to not incur its cooldown because normally it's a 45 second 45 second daily. So it has, I guess, a 30% chance to not incur its cooldown. So I guess you can have like a nice, you can have a nice kind of like a 1-2 punch sort of thing if that happens to proc, right? And then this last one, Splintered Elements, Lightning Bolt generated by Primordial Wave increases your haste by 6% for 12 seconds. Great at the beginning, but probably not so much later in the expansion lifetime. What's this one? Echo Chamber, increase the damage dealt by your elemental overloads by 7%. I like those sorts of procs, so I'm gonna kind of go that route for now. What do I got? I got 4 more points. Mountains will fall. Earthshock and Earthquake can trigger your mastery at 50% effectiveness. Huh. Double Earthshocks, huh? Overloaded Earthquakes did not knock enemies down. Okay, there goes the fun of it. Let's hold off on that. Let's see. Ascendance. Or you get Deeply Rooted Elements. Casting... Let's see. Ooh, this is A very big tooltip. I can't even tell what this is. It's such a big tooltip. But it is Ascendance. Or Deeply Rooted Elements. So it's one of those two. Okay, so casting Lava Burst has a 7% chance to activate Ascendance for 6 seconds. That's not very exciting though. Well, let's just go with the gamble. Oath of the Farseer. While the sentence is active, gain more haste, like way more haste. And at the very bottom here, casting Earth Shock or Earthquake while Ascendance is active extends the duration of Ascendance by 3 seconds. Oh, that's so okay. So you take Ascendance, whoop-de-doo. You get more haste, so you can keep beaming stuff. But then casting Earthshock or Earthquake while it's active and extends the duration. Wasn't there stuff that I was seeing about like an Earthquake overload or something like that? Earthshock and Earthquake can trigger your elemental overload at 50% effectiveness. Casting Earthshock while it's active. So I wonder if this synergizes. So technically, like, it says that I need to cast Earthshock, but if elemental overload kind of replicates it, does that count? Because if it does, then my Ascendance may last a little bit longer. Casting Elemental Blast while Ascendance is active extends the duration. Didn't I have that up here somewhere? No, that was Stormkeeper. Primordial Wave. I think Elemental Blast is just the thing that we get. Yeah. That's kind of interesting. I may want to try that out. Alright, Searing Flames. Flame Shock damage has a 100% chance to generate Maelstrom. Okay, that's kind of nice. Actually, before this is Liquid... What was this one? Okay, Liquid Magma Totem. Or Primal Elementalist. One or the other. You summon a totem, lasts for a minute, does stuff. Okay, well, I know what that one is. Or Primal Elementalist, where your dudes get stronger. So I could have 1, 2, 3. No, that replaces Fire Ellie. Never mind. Okay. Magma Chamber, Flame Shock damage increases the damage of your next Earth Shock, Elemental Blast, or whatever that is. Or Earthquake by potentially a lot. Okay, that one's pretty good. That one seems really good for single target. And then Skybreaker's Fiery Demise. Flame Shock damage, overtime critical strike, reduce the cooldown of your big Ellies by a second, and Flame Shock has an increased 50% critical strike down. Okay. Huh. So you can possibly like get like I think 2, maybe 3 running at once, and then you'll be able to just get hella dudes out. That'd be kind of neat. Okay. Yeah, this one's a little bit tough. Yeah, from a pure reaction standpoint, this one's tough to swallow because I'm not a big Ellie person. I might know a little bit more about healing. I guess that would be like the most proficient by like a tiny margin. Let's take a look at Enhancement though. We got Stormstruck, we know what that is. Wind Fury, Lava Lash. How do you not pick these? I mean, given the way that the talent trees are built, it's like, duh, of course you're gonna pick these up. Forceful Winds does more stuff. Of course I want that. Improved Maelstrom weapon. It now increases the damage or healing. Okay, of course I want that too. And then Lava. Okay, all these things I want. But I'm going to try and hold off. Okay, what are these? Wind Fury weapon has a 50% chance to trigger a 3rd attack. You're damn right. Maelstrom weapon can now stack 5 more times. That's useful. I guess. Oh, but then here's Feral Lunge. Oh no, that's just the charge. I don't care about that. Okay, so I think I'm okay with that. I guess Maelstrom Weapon is good for like burst moments. So let's try to hold off on that for a second. Let me just pick up this Lava Lash thing. Lava Lash cooldown is reduced by 3 seconds, and it's used when it's used against the target affected by Flame Shock. It'll spread. So AOE is the plan over there. This last one here is a choice note. Primal Lava Actuators. Each time Flame Shock deals damage, increases the damage of your next Lava Lash by a good bit and reduces the cooldown of it by a little bit. Or melee attacks with Flame Tongue active, which is all the time, increase the damage the target takes from your next Lava Lash by 35, stacking up to 10 times. I'm not quite sure which one feels better to me. Yeah, it makes Lava Lash feel a little bit more bursty. I think that's about it. So let's just go ahead and put one in. Let's put it into like whatever for now. Actually, wait, let me hold off on that because I can already proceed down the tree. Damn it. Dang it. Alright, Doom Winds. Increase your chance to activate Doom Wind Fury to 75%. Increase the damage dealt. Okay, that's too good. But all these are good. Shit. Sundering. Shatters the thing. Does AoE. And it causes flame strike damage. And it incapacitates. Okay. Overflow Maelstrom. Your damage or healing spells will now consume up to 10 stacks. Oh man. Oh, these are hard choices, man. So let me get that, and I'll get one Lava Lash thing. I want this overflowing thing. Because if I can be slower at using the spenders, and I can be lazier, heck yeah, dude. I'll take Wind Fury Totem, of course. Fire Nova or Hailstorm. So it's either the AoE or each stack of Maelstrom weapon consume increases the damage of your next nuke by 15%. And you cleave someone, which is good. Fuck. Elemental weapons is just a straight DPS increase. Or it's a straight damage increase. Fuck. Tough choices. I want melee attacks. Boom. I want to feel like I'm like just hitting stuff. So let's try to hit stuff. Yeah, let's try to do less casty things and more swinging. Your special attacks have a 5% chance to reset the remaining cooldown on Storm Strike. I know that one's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Elemental Blast, it's a 2-second cast, which I don't like, although Maelstrom Weapon makes that instant, right? So I want that, so I'll do Stormbringer. Improve Stormbringer. It causes your next Storm Strike to deal more damage. Yeah, I want more damage. Crash Lightning, which is also really good. Crash Lightning, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it hits like a pillow or not, but it just looks dope. So I'll take it. Storm Flurry. Storm Strike has a 25% chance to strike the target an additional time. Fuck, so many things. This is tough, man. Ice Strike. Strike your target with an icy blade, dealing frost damage and snaring them by 50%. I'm gonna have like the worst builds ever. Because I want to just hit like, I don't want cast times, and each target hit by Crash Lightning increases the damage of your next Storm Strike. I don't really want to spend 2 points on a spell like that. Each target hit by Chain Lightning reduces the cooldown of a crit. No, that sucks. That doesn't sound great. Hot Hand. Melee auto attacks with Flame Tongue weapon active have a 5% chance to reduce the cooldown of your thing. I feel like that's too many procs. Oop. I'm gonna hit that. Next, Primordial Wave. I still have 3 more points. Shit. So let's get... I can get things if I want. So I'll Ice Strike and Fire Nova now also grant you Maelstrom. Nah, boring. So I'll get some Lava Lash there. What else? No, I don't want the in cap. If I'm doing single target, I'm not going to be caring about Gathering Storms or Chain Lightning. I guess I would go for Hailstorm in that case, and I'll get like. I guess this wouldn't be so bad. Each time it deals damage, increase the next Lava Lash nuke thing. And Primal Primer is good for single target. But I'll go with like something fast, so I'll go for that. So this puts me at 20. Now I get access to Primordial Wave. And maybe Ascendance, and maybe Feral Spirit, but let's look at all these. So it looks like there's like clearly like 3 paths to take, and you want to kind of go down to the bottom of it. So Primordial Wave, you know, we kind of know what that is. Primordial Wave generates up to 10 stacks. So if I don't have the thing that gives me like the additional, if I don't have this, then why bother? So that wouldn't be a bad idea. And then Splintered Elements, Lightning Bolt generated by Primordial Wave increases your haste by... That's kind of boring. Let's see what else we can get down here. Alright, we can go for Feral Spirits. That's my puppies. Storm Strike damage is increased. I've been kind of focusing on that. Increases the chance to gain a stack of Maelstrom Opening by 2%. And whenever you gain a stack, the cooldown on Feral Spirits is reduced. Oh, that's kind of neat. Although, I don't know what the real generation of Maelstrom stacks is going to be. Consuming 5 stacks of Maelstrom will reset the cooldown of Storm Strike and cause your next Storm Strike to deal... I feel like this wouldn't line up very well. I feel like there's so much going on that I'm going to be missing globals. And so what's the point of waiting for my Storm... What's the point of getting the free proc if I'm like holding off on stuff? Although I do believe that Storm Strike is very, very high in the priority list, or very high on the priority rotation, so that might be something to consider too. And at the bottom here is a choice thing, Alpha Wolf. Well, while Fairy Spirits are active, Crash Lightning causes your wolves to attack all nearby enemies for the next 8 seconds. So they get Beast Cleave. Yay! Or Elemental Spirits reduces the cooldown of Feral Spirit by 30 seconds and causes your Feral Spirits to be imbued with... They're just better. Okay. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. Or we go for Ascendance. We become a range person, kind of. And here we have Static Accumulation. While it's active, you generate 1 stack every second, which is... Is it 1 or more? You can generate 2 stacks every 1 second, which is kind of okay. Or Thorm's Invocation. While Ascendance is active, Windstrike automatically consumes up to 5 Maelstrom weapon stacks to discharge a lightning bolt at your enemy. That's nice and lazy. I almost feel like I'd want to go that route, but I like the puppies. So I will go for the puppy spec. So puppies, and how many points? Okay, I got 2 more points that I'd be able to spend on like whatever. Primordial Wave. I don't even think I'd want Primordial Wave. Like, do I really want another button? No. I don't want another button. So I'll take 2 things in that, and now I have 1 more point. Just 1 more point. I guess the thing is, do I want to line up Ascendance and Feral Spirit at the same time? Because they're not going to line up. 3-minute cooldown, 2-minute cooldown. If anything, it'd be less than a 2-minute cooldown because I would be picking up this Witch Doctor talent. So I guess it's a matter of, am I going to get enough where if I do the pull, I pop Ascendance, I pop Feral Spirit, I go nuts, a minute and a half goes by, and then I can pop Feral Spirit, and then another minute and a half goes by, then would these 2 line up? I'm not quite sure. But someone pointed out here in chat that clearly there is not much to say that there can be Shaman tanks. You would be going pretty heavily into the PvP side of things, but there's nothing in here, at least from what I see, because we don't know exactly like all the abilities that are coming in here. Are we going to get access to things like Like does Earthshock cause threat? Again, those things we didn't really see here. And to be honest, like, if we did see talents here that gave them the semblance of being a shaman tank, knowing that it would be so niche that hardly anyone's going to pick it up, then I think the long-term critique of that is going to be like, oh yeah, they just did it so they can like tickle someone's balls, but no one fucking uses it. Boo, Blizz. Why did they even bother putting in these defensive talents into the tree when they could have put in cooler stuff? I mean, I get what people are asking for. I hear it pretty regularly, but I think that's kind of the other side of it too. Well, let's take a look at Resto and see if I was talking out my ass when I said that I almost knew what I was talking about with with Resto stuff. Riptide is number 1, predictable. Healing Rain, gotta have it. Healing Wave, I want to skip that. Healing Stream is there. And then here is also Healing Stream. So, what happens? Okay, it says it's called Rushing Streams. I don't know what that means. Oh well. To me, Healing Stream and Riptide, they're fun and lazy. I love it. But I'm going to pick up this because I want to see what's going on here in the middle. Alright, Deluge, Healing Wave, and those things, they heal for a little bit more when... Okay, got that. This is a Manza thing. I remember that fairly well. Cool. Casting Riptide grants 2 stacks of tidal waves. They reduce the cast time of your... Okay, I remember this. Makes Healy's better. Choose 1. Acid Rain. Oh. Interesting. Deal damage every 1 second up to 6 enemies inside your healing rain. I wonder how potent that is. Or pick up Call of Thunder, increase the damage of your lightning bolts and chain lightning by 15%. I mean, it's not like Shaman don't do damage while even Spect is a healer. But Acid Rain, that's an interesting one. Overflowing Shores, Healing Rain instantly restores health to allies and its radius is increased. Oh, okay, so it kicks off a strong heal. Lava Surge does Healy stuff. Okay, but we can skip it if we want. So if I want to get like these 2 things here and screw the rest, maybe. Alright, Flash Flood. When you consume tidal waves, the cast time of your next heal is reduced by 10 or 20%, I'm guessing. Water Totem Mastery, consuming tidal waves reduces the cooldown of Cloudburst by a small amount. Consuming tidal waves. So you get the tidal... Okay, so you get these tidal waves and you spend them and it reduces the cooldown on Cloudburst, which I'm not seeing here on the tree, which tells me that it's kind of a freebie. Okay. Realm still not up. Okay. Alright, so next row. Now that we're breaking into the bottom here. Ancestral Wolf Affinity. Cleanse Wolf. Okay, we've seen this one. Or Stormkeeper. Stormkeeper? Why the hell is Stormkeeper? I guess. It's a weird sort of hybrid that they're going for here in the middle. It's like, oh, let's give you some damage abilities. Okay. Increase the duration of Riptide by a few seconds. Okay, let me figure out how I want to do this. So let's go with taking out Deluge. I'll put... Oh no, I gotta have something in here. Dang it. So I have to go in here to go down this route. Bummer. Increase the duration of Riptide by 3 seconds. Don't mind if I do. Spirit Link. Duh. Master of the Elements. Cast in Lava Burst increases the damage or healing of whatever. Or Refreshing Waters. Your healing surge is 25% more effective on yourself. Nah. Cloudburst. So let's pick up Cloudburst. So that's a nice healing. Or Living Stream. Healing Stream Totem heals for 10% more each time it ticks. Oh, so here's where I'm going to get so hung by people. I want to be lazy, man. I just want to throw down a Healing Stream Totem and relax But in this case, Cloudburst, it's like, I'm not gonna read the tooltip, but it's like I gotta think about when I place it down. I gotta place it down, and then I gotta like pump the heals to charge up the Cloudburst Tome until it goes skaboosh and it heals all the dudes. What if I just want living stream and I just want to be lazy? This is a pathetic heal by comparison, but I would go for it because I refuse to press too many buttons, and that's why I don't heal. Ancestral Vigor. Targets that you heal with your major things. They gain health. Okay, that's a favorite of mine. Healing Tide. Oh, yeah, gotta have that. Resurgence. Your direct heals refund a percentage of your maximum manzas. It's not bad, but I'll hold off on it for now. Monotide. Gotta have it. And then Torrent. It increases the initial heal from Riptide by 10%. Not bad, but I think I want to try to skip it. Yeah, because that's 2 points that I don't think I want to spend. Alright, so Ancestral Protection Totem summons a totem at the targets. What does it do? Shoot. They gain more health. That's it. If an ally, oh, I remember this one. Okay, if someone dies, then they reincarnate. Okay. Okay, I remember that now. And then Earthen Wall is the other one, and that is just a... Right, that's just a blessing of sacrifice sort of thing. Or I can go for Earth Living Weapon. Imbue the weapon, which is just like a passive heal. See, this would help if it gave a chance for your healing stream totem ticks to give you like the additional heal. Swear, dude, I'm like that lazy. Like, you should see me on my monk when I'm doing like raid find. I'm just like essence fonting and hoping for the best. How many points? I have 4 points to spend on things. So what will I get? I don't know. I don't want damage. I guess having the extra cooldown button would be nice. See, that's a 1 minute cooldown, but Ancestral Protection is a 5 minute cooldown. I'll take Earthen Wall, sure. I'll take some more Riptide, and I'll take Unleash Life, because that looks very... Yeah, that looks healy. Although I missed some stuff here. I missed this one. Flow of the Tides. Casting Chain Heal on a target affected by Riptide increases the healing. Okay, but it was Ancestral Reach. Increases the healing of Chain Heal by 8% and causes it to bounce an additional time. Nah, Chain Heal ain't what it used to be, man. I feel like it's not what it used to be. Okay, so Unleash Life. I kind of remember this one. It's like kind of a rev up, so you can do like a powerful heal afterwards. Every third healing wave or healing surge heals for an additional 50%. That one's okay. I gotta pick something though, so I guess I'll pick Unleash Life. Alright, so now I'm at 20 points. I have access to all 4 of these bottom things. So let's take a look. Okay, Primordial Wave, and then down here, Tumbling Waves has a chance to not incur a cooldown, or reduces the cooldown of it by 15 seconds. Oh, those both suck. I don't like any of those, but I'm sure it's useful. Downpour, Burst of Water, another button. Holy cow! It's a 5-second cooldown. Burst of Water at the target location heals up to 6 injured allies within 12 yards of a target, and it has a 40-yard range. Cooldown increased by 5 seconds for each target heal. That's an interesting one. So it's a decent heal, has a relatively short cast, as low as a 5-second cooldown if it's a single target. But otherwise, if you heal a bunch of people within that 12-yard range, that 5 seconds becomes like a minute. No, it becomes like 30 seconds. So that's kind of weird. I don't know if I like that one. All right, Ancestral Awakening. When you critical heal with your Healing Wave, Healing Surge, or Riptide, you summon an Ancestral Spirit to aid you, instantly healing the lowest. I like procs. Papa loves procs. So High Tide, every mana you spend brings a High Tide, making your next 2 chain heals kind of okay. Or every 4 cast a Riptide. Oh, that's an easy one. Give me that. Give me free Riptide, baby. Primary target with chain heals is healed by for an additional 20%. Earthen Harmony. Earth Shield healing is increased by 50% if your Earth Shield target is below 75% health all the time. Healing Wave and Healing Surge add a stack of Earth Shield to your target up to 9 maximum stat. That's 2 points though, man. I mean, Earth Shield it does work, but not that much work, man. I have conduits that do more healing than that. All right, the Ever Rising Tide. Overcharge your manzas for 8 seconds, increasing your haste stun and healing them by 10%, while overcharged, your mana regeneration is halted. That sounds very advanced. Nothing, and I would be absolutely horrified to try to use it. For each Riptide on an ally, your heals are 0.5% more effective. Easy. I think we can get up to maybe 4 Riptides on targets, 3 or 4. I'm probably wrong on that. It's been a while, but it sounds like that would be a thing. And then Earth Warden increases the healing of Earth Living by 15%. Earth Living always triggers on targets below 12% of their maximum health. Okay. So that would be kind of a way to make up for, if you can't rely on your mastery, Earth Living is like a path to take. Earth Living and Earth Warden is a path to take. And then finally, we have at the bottom here, we have Wellspring. Creates a surge of water that flows forward, healing friendly targets in a wide arc in front of you for something. So it's a cone. Okay. It's like a Dawn of Light, but Shaman, sort of. Or deeply rooted elements. And for Resto, casting Riptide has a 7% chance to activate Ascendance for 6 seconds. So, do they even... Oh, Ascendance is down here. I totally skipped this one. Okay. Transform into an Ascendant, duplicating all healing that you deal for 15 seconds, and immediately healing for a lot. Ascendant healing is distributed evenly among allies within 20 yards. Oh, that's strong. That's crazy. And if I choose this, then I can possibly get although I need to attack. And what if I'm lazy shit and I don't want to do that? So I guess I would choose Wellspring. But since I don't want to, let's see what I would choose. Yeah, that one's not such of a big deal. I guess Downpour would be kind of decent, although 15% of your base mana, that's a lot, dude. Yeah, this is not something that you want to spam on just one target. You need to have this thing on a bunch of people at once. Otherwise, it's just not going to mean anything. All right, so I got 6 points. I guess I would go for the Earth Shield thing. I'll go for Undercurrent and Earth Warden, and that cuts me off, actually. So this is an awful, awful build. No idea what I'm doing, obviously. But man, there's just a lot of flexibility because doing these trees, part of what makes them feel overwhelming is, you're telling yourself, okay, I'm going to do Mythic Plus. It's time. I'm going to do dungeons. I'm going to do raids. And from fight to fight, folks like you and I might be tempted to be like, oh, I got to change my loadout real quick. Let me pull up the pre-mades and whatnot. But it feels like it's going to be super, super easy to kind of mess up too. If you happen to be like, okay, I have this many builds available to me. There's only a limit. So I'm going to, tweak out a few points. It feels easy to make a mistake. And it feels like we're going to take for granted the fact that we can change them very easily, and we're gonna mess up our builds a lot as we're switching from fight to fight. Oh, dude, sorry, Soul Man. I swapped that to like this and this talent build when I should have, I switched that to my Mythic Plus build, and I should be here for the raid build. Oh no, I'm like, dude. I imagine that's gonna happen. So I apologize that, just as usual, I'm only able to take kind of a surface look at these and try to explore what it is that's possible with a couple of these builds. I'm trying to find some cool gems out of this, but Shaman, it's not entirely my thing. I love to hear your thoughts though, and what you guys think of these trees, and if there's anything cool here. If you think that there's just like way too much going on, that it's very confusing, that there's like too many buttons, your feedback, it's being heard. We've been hearing the WoW team talk about changes that they're going to make to different specs, different trees, because of the feedback that we've been given. Even it's coming all the way from a video like this, it's going to be worth it. It helps us spread that message. So say what you got to say in the comment below, like and subscribe so you can support the channel. I can keep giving you Dragonflight Alpha coverage and all things Warcraft, and I'll see you guys for the next thing. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.